Boxing King Media in association with Boxdraw. Delighted to be joined by Benn. Conor, enjoying the weather. How are you? I think you've been in Florida once before as a kid.
Well, no, I've been here 3 times before. And it was LA that I went to. Close enough though.
Yeah, I think it's the other side of America. So let's just get straight into it. Huge news broke out. There was rumours for a few weeks that you may fight on this card, but the news broke out today, a few hours ago, that you're fighting. Obviously, you've had a massive backlash, positive and negative, which I'm guessing you was expecting.
Yeah, of course. Goes without saying.
Was it kind of, how shall I put it, was it any part of this daunting for you? Because obviously you've been through like a bit of a crazy period over the last 18 months, but knowing that today was going to be an official fight announcement, you're going to fight in 3-4 days, what kind of things were going through your mind over the last few days and knowing that this was coming?
No, of course not. Listen, I'm excited more than anything. There's nothing not daunting about it. You know, I'm just excited to be back doing what I love.
And what is that? Because people are going to be wondering, what does Conor Benn love doing?
I love fighting, man. I love fighting. I love getting in there and handling business.
So, we'll talk about your opponent first. Rodolfo Orozco. I think I've said that right. He's from the Sinaloa district in Mexico, which, as I was telling you off camera, it's like gangster as he gets in Mexico. He's got a really good record on paper. What are you expecting from him, and how did we get to the point where he got chosen as the opponent? Because I know you've been saying for weeks that you're ready for anyone in your first fight.
Yeah, listen, anyone they put in front of me, it's not really it doesn't really make any difference to me. I don't know how this opponent got chosen, but I looked at his record. He's a decent fighter. He's had 38 fights total. Lost 3 of them, 3 draws. 24 knockouts. So he's not a bad fighter. But there's levels in boxing.
And obviously, you've seen initially, people coming online and having an opinion about your comeback. Obviously, namely Dan Rafael. Obviously, I think you tweeted something back to him earlier on. But the things that he raised. Obviously, you've got the camera and the microphone in front of you. Are you able to answer? Because one of the things he kept saying was, "Well, you've not been cleared." Obviously, I've spoke to HEARN earlier on, and obviously he's pretty much explained it with regards to the the governing body in the US and the UK, how it all works and how we've come to this decision. So just the mic's yours.
Yeah, you're asking me. That's not my department, is it? So you've asked Eddie, and that's what needs to be asked. I'm cleared to fight. I am fighting. I've been cleared to fight for the past 6 weeks, and that's it.
One of the things I wanted to ask you about is probably worth highlighting is that obviously the latest, as we know, the British Boxing Board suggested that they were going to appeal the decision in regards to, what NAPD decided, that all got overturned.
Talk about the board or the appeal or the. I've been talking about this for 18 months, so I don't know why you're bringing it up. This has been spoken about a million times before. I'm not here to talk about anything else. Nothing's new, nothing's changed. Everything's still the same. Last time you checked, last time you read, it's all still the same.
Well, the thing I wanted to highlight was, even though that's going on in the background, it's only fair that, technically speaking, like we've said already, you're cleared to fight. So you shouldn't have to wait around till that decision gets made. And that's what I wanted to highlight. And I think that's not really been put out there.
I've been cleared to fight for the past 6 weeks. Of course it's not going to be put out there. A lot of people don't want me to fight. A lot of people do want me to fight. It's split down the middle. So at the end of the day, I'm fighting, whether you like it or not. And that's it. My career is going to resume.
And as you already know, I've seen a massive positive reaction online as well. You've obviously got a huge fan base that are intrigued to see you fight as well. So for them, they're obviously looking past this. They all want that Chris Eubank Jr. fight. I spoke to Eddie earlier on, and he suggested that Sky have been doing, in his words, secret negotiations to try and get that fight on Sky pay-per-view. Have you heard that as well? And I'm guessing you're excited for what the future holds for you.
Yeah, of course. You've got people throwing stones, you've got other promotional companies. It's all just politics, really. It's all just like rival companies. But the reality is, if any of these other platforms could put it on their show, they would. That's the bottom line, is if any of these other promoters could put it on their show, I can assure you now they would. So it is what it is.
There's a very good chance that your loyalty to Eddie might get tested in this whole scenario, because obviously he stood by you throughout this whole phase. Let's say if Sky came in and made a humongous offer that you couldn't refuse, what does Conor Benn say?
Who said I haven't been? There hasn't been offers made. You know, from globally. But my loyalty to Eddie, to the Zone, to Matchroom, you can't teach that. You know, I'm grateful for the way they've stuck by me throughout this. I'm grateful for the way they've supported me, and I know where my bread's buttered. You know, I'm well looked after at the Zone, well looked after at Matchroom. What, get paid double elsewhere? I mean, if that can even happen, get paid double elsewhere, my loyalty would still stand with Matchroom. You know, I've literally extended my contract. You know, so people go, oh, why would you do that? Why did you do that? You know, this is there and that's there and that's there. The grass is never greener. You know, what matters to me is the way they've stuck by me. Eddie taking a beating for the past year. His own Matchroom taking a beating, you know, as much as I have as well on social. So, you know, I look at that and I go, Joe, someone who can fight my corner, when really they didn't have to. You know, loyalty goes so far with me. You know, there's been people in my team who have had to go, who have been disloyal. You've had to go straight away, straight out the door. Can't do it. It's not the way I work. It's not who I am. It's not who I want as my, you know, part of my team. You know, and I'm surprised that the people have stayed. You know, Everlast as well. You know, Mike Murray, Flannels, Sports Direct. They've backed me throughout this massively. And I look at that and I go, do you know what? I hope I see my career through with every single one that's in my career now. I hope I see my career through with every single person that's in my career now. Because without them guys, without Everlast, without Sports Direct, without Mike Murray, without Matchroom, without DAZN, without Eddie, Frank, Tony, Charlie, Lee, like the list goes on. Down to my physio, down to my best friends, down to my missus, down to my son, down to my family. I would not be here. I hope I see my career through. And the people I've got around me now, I hope I see my career through. And my new S&C coach, Alex, as well, is new on board. You know, so I hope I see my career through with these people, because it means that it's more than just me going in the ring and fighting. It's more than me just going in the ring and fighting. I'm doing life with these people. I risk my life for these people. I fight for these people. We fight together. We go through what we go through together in the ring and outside the ring. And that's what it's about. It's a family unit. And that's the way I work. It's not just transactional. Because if it was transactional, I'll just look elsewhere. Or wherever's that paying me the most. Who's paying me the most money, I'll go there. Sometimes it ain't all about that, because money comes and goes, but loyalty always stands. Always stands.
I do love them words, Conor, and I know you're a big believer in God as well, and I'm guessing your faith in God has been tested on another level with everything you've been through. Just tell me how that's helped you with regards to the last, you know, forget the last 18 months, the last few weeks when you know that this announcement was imminent.
Well, inshallah, we're through it now. You know, we're through it. You know, so, you know, praise be to God that I'm through this, man. Because at one stage my faith let me down. So, you know, I'm just grateful and blessed, man, to have the man upstairs watching over me, you know, and guiding me. I don't know why I've been through what I've been through. I don't know why. And I don't know if I ever will know why. But all I do know is it's changed me as a man. It's helped me grow stronger in my faith. And it's helped me understand more about who I am, how strong I am. You don't know how strong you are until being strong is the only decision you have. You either fight or you break. And by far, this is the hardest fight I've ever had to go through, and I couldn't have done it on my own strength. So here we are, man.
We are literally a couple of days away, and just the last thing on the fight, any nerves? What ring attire are you wearing? I'm guessing it's going to be the kit that you had ready for the Eubank fight?
Yeah, it's the kit I had ready for the Eubank fight. No nerves, just excitement, just pure excitement. Like I do this every day. This is what I do.
Well, Conor, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, and like I said, I wish you all the best. And just finally, you're going to have people, again, you already know, positives and negatives, but how are you dealing with that? You just blanked all that shit out now?
The negative I'm getting now, I'm not really bothered, because the reality is, has anyone in the past year come up to me and ever said anything? No. Those people who have time to comment on Twitter or comment on socials, would I rather be them or me? I ain't got time to sit on Twitter and troll people. I ain't got time to. I'd rather be me than cattle every day of the week. twice on Sundays. I'd rather be me. You know?
You know about Adam Cattrall off Talksport?
Yeah, I'd rather be me every day of the week. Or Oliver. Or I'd rather be me, man. Like think about it. I'd much rather be me, man. Seriously. So let them have their opinion. Let them say what they want to say. It's quite hypocritical when you're praising self-confessed PED cheats, you know, in UFC and going, you know, or you know, other heavyweight champions, or you know, not seeing other fighters get as much stick. It is what it is. You just got to look at the agenda, look at the motive. Why does this keep getting brought up? Why is it not okay for this situation, but it's okay for every other situation? Why is it not okay for this promoter, but it is for every other promoter, or every other channel, or every other fighter? You know, so it does nothing to me. You know, whether they like it, I will do, bro. Whether they like it or not, I'm back fighting, I'm back winning, and I'm back getting paid. So whether they like it or not, it doesn't matter. What's he gonna do? You know, they're gonna sit on Twitter and go back to their miserable lives.
Well, Conor, I appreciate your time. But what I will say, it's worth putting out there because a lot of people have misconceptions. You didn't stop me from asking you anything, and you basically said I could ask you whatever, and I appreciate you doing that. And thank you for being open and honest.
Pleasure. Thank you.